the U.S. Defense Secretary arrives into Tel Aviv, do we know of any kind of military push that the United States has given to Israel at the moment? We know that their warship has been moved towards the Mediterranean, but apart from that, any help that's come in, any boots on ground that we hear of?
So Israel has already mobilized 300,000 soldiers and reserves. Overseas Israelis are coming from all across the world. Able-bodied men and women who are a part of reserves of Israel, they are rushing back to their country. In fact, from what I have been told by sources, Israel is organizing special flights to get its reserves back. And that's a very important message that goes out at this point of time, that all hands on the deck, all hands on the deck in this war on terror. That is what Israel intends to do. But what else? Well, America can give a lot of military hardware. America can give a lot of ammunition, arms, electronic intelligence equipment, resources that are required, but not boots on ground. When it comes to the Lebanon border, you have the United Nations that's already deployed between the Israel border and the border of Lebanon. I've reported from on ground there was an Indian force commander. Indian battalions have been deployed there in the past. In fact, it's one of the oldest, if not the oldest, or still operational UN mission in Lebanon with its headquarters in Beirut. So they monitor one border, and chances of escalation on that front as of now appear less likely than the escalation that we are likely to see on the border where I am right now. Right now, this is a situation where Israel has already warned people along the Gaza Strip, you vacate that area in the next 24 hours, go south of Wadi Gaza, because they would now be, apart from pounding from the air, and Nabila, you can hear the aircraft and the 155mm howitzers that are almost in tandem simultaneously taking on and destroying Hamas strongholds across the fence. That's point one. See, you can hear the fighter jets in the skies right now. That's the first step that's happening. The second step is the pounding by the artillery. And the third step is what you notice behind me. And Nabila, I want to show you this place. So I am at an armor location. You are looking at these big tanks right here that are waiting to go in. Do you see plumes of smoke rising there? Those plumes of smoke, that's the artillery position. We are right at the front lines of this war. This is as far as you can get, because beyond this is just the fence, and then you are in Hamas-held territory, Hamas-held Gaza. So this is how close the India Today team, or I am right now, to the operations that are happening on ground zero. The situation here remains extremely precarious. The situation here is very tense. These Israeli tanks are now poised to enter Gaza Strip. They're just waiting for that instruction. The moment these tanks get the instruction, they would go to Gaza Strip and occupy the territory where Hamas has to be dislodged. There cannot be a vacuum left there. That's what Israel army says. The moment they go in, the moment the the pounding from the F-16s and the 155mm howitzers decimates the visible Hamas strongholds. They're also trying to take out those tunnels. The moment all of that is demolished, these troops will go in. And why is it important to demolish? So that when these troops, when the mechanized columns move in, when the tanks move in, when the armored personal carriers and infantry combat vehicles move in, at that time, they should not face much resistance from the Hamas terrorists on ground. That is the entire aim, to be able to decimate any resistance before these columns move in. And behind them would be the infantry columns that will occupy vital assets and vital points. That is the Israeli game plan on ground zero.